After a devastating earthquake shook Pakistan in 2015, Islamic Relief USA donors rushed to send aid to families whose homes were destroyed. The most vulnerable people live high up in the mountains, so that's where Islamic Relief went. Local staff set up distribution sites where people could come and get aid for their families. Little 10-year-old Azmat went out to one of the sites. Azmat has no father to look after her. He died years ago, leaving a widow and orphan daughters. The family was already living on the edge, so the earthquake hit them especially hard. As the oldest daughter, Azmat went to look for help. Alhamdulillah, she found it, sent by Islamic Relief USA donors in America.
Meena Babi doesn't want handouts. She works very hard, looking after her 4 daughters, and she cleans in the local clinic and only gets $10 a month. But that's what she has to survive on, about 1,000 rupees. She's in the mountains, she's barely making ends meet. Now she's lost her home and she's homeless. So these blankets and the other supplies that she's received are really important.
Islamic Relief USA donors have shown amazing generosity in the wake of disasters, sending massive aid after earthquakes and floods. We also work together year-round to reach families living in poverty and help them improve their lives. And through it all, we especially look to care for the most vulnerable, like the women and children. You brought clean water to villages that never had it before, along with improving everyone's health. This frees women from spending their days carrying this heavy load. Often, they put that newfound time to use to earn an income to help their families. And the girls who used to carry water can go back to school. You've improved healthcare in many areas, especially for women and children. And in the most conservative communities, you've made sure that there are female doctors so women can get the healthcare that they need. One recent project brought free healthcare to 1,200 widows, the mothers of orphans sponsored by U.S. donors. You've cared for refugees displaced by violence, sending them things like shelter, kitchen sets to cook with, the hygiene kits that they need for cleanliness and dignity. And you've even provided psychosocial support for traumatized children. Over the years, you've also taught women business skills so they can help lift their families out of poverty. As often as possible, Islamic Relief USA's projects include the local communities and empower them to play a role and solve their challenges. This is especially important for women who can now voice their problems and help plan solutions. Meanwhile, you never forget the orphans. Islamic Relief USA donors are sponsoring thousands of orphans in Pakistan. Their sponsorships help guardians pay for the things that children need, from food to clothes, to healthcare, to school fees. These are children like Mahnoor. Mahnoor can't remember her father. He died of a heart attack when she was only 3 months old. Her mother is overwhelmed, trying to do it all. A sponsor in America with a kind heart stepped in to help care for the little girl.
I think it is absolutely essential, especially in this day and age, to help people back. It's because it's an investment. It's an investment into your own community. Whatever you put in comes back.
And the investment pays off. Maria is 20 now. Her sponsor's care helped her succeed.
I want to thank my donor. जिन्होंने मुझे वजीफ़ा दिया, मैं उनका शुक्र अदा करना चाहती हूँ कि जिनकी वजह से मैं अपनी तालीम जारी रख सकी। अगर ये वजीफ़ा मुझे ना मिलता तो हो सकता है कि मैं अपनी तालीम जारी ना रख सकती। मैं ये एजुकेशन साइकोलॉजी में कर रही हूँ, इंशाल्लाह आगे MA एजुकेशन में में करके मैंने जो तालीम हासिल किया, मैं लेक्चरार बन के आगे बच्चों को तालीम हासिल करवाना चाहती हूँ.
Work together with Islamic Relief USA to invest in the people of Pakistan and to empower its communities. Islamic Relief USA, working together for a better world.